What's up, everybody? Hope everybody had a great weekend. This is another episode of the Bodacious Rant coming at you with Bern and Ryan. And before we get started, guys, as always, we do appreciate you throwing down that like button, ringing the bell to stay up to date on notifications, and subscribe so you can just stay tuned for everything, because we always appreciate that. Like I said, I know the news has been a little slow lately, but we got some great movies coming out to finish the end of the summer, so there's some good stuff coming. This week, like I said, because it's been a little slow, there are some shows that are out that we haven't reviewed quite yet, just because they're so great, and like What We Do in the Shadows is awesome, and Only Murders in the Building if you guys haven't seen those. But tonight's topic is going to be the newest animated film for Warner Brothers, DC League of Super Pets. And it's literally how it sounds. Essentially, it's just, if the Justice League had pets in their adventures, essentially. And it was good. It's definitely more of a kids movie. I know me and Bern saw it on our own terms and stuff. Partially because I didn't want to see him, so I was like, you know what, good, stay away from me.
That's right. We each in our own theaters being the weirdos that go to the movies by themselves. In this case, it was a children's movie, which makes it a lot weirder.
I will say this: there were a couple adult couples in there, so I didn't feel too out of place. But yeah, either way, it's still weird. We're those weird dudes that just go into a kids' theater, and it's just like.
No, I mean, my theater was full of adults. I will say that.
And, I mean, I guess that's kind of the neat thing when it comes to superhero stuff now, whether it's, like, mostly for kids or adults or something. There's a bit of every age and, like, generation, that was the kind of nice thing I will say about this one, because this is definitely a kids movie. I will not, I wouldn't recommend this to any adults, I guess, unless you have a pet or maybe you like superhero stuff.
I would say pet owners is a definite recommend to them.
Yeah,
for sure.
I was thinking about my dog the whole time. I was just like, damn it. But yeah, it was definitely good. I liked it, but again, I'm saying this a lot, but it's definitely a kids movie. Like, would I want to see this again? Not really. Would I want to see it on my own terms? No, but if I'm like babysitting or if any kids I'm hanging out with, I'm like, okay, let's watch this movie though. If not that, there's a bunch of other stuff. But what'd you think of it, Bern?
No, I mean, I second your thoughts on that. There are two levels to animated movies. You have the ones that are definitely geared towards the kids, and that all the jokes, everything, the story, the characters are all built around that. And then you have the other one that's a little bit of a, I guess, like a higher level where it's like, it could be a kid's movie, but you can definitely tell like it is geared more towards adults, with the jokes and stuff and, the way that characters act. I would say, yeah, this one does fall into the former camp. This isn't like one of those Pixar movies where like some of the concepts are high level, but kids could enjoy it. No, like the concepts are very much geared for kids. Like this is a straight up superhero movie if the superheroes were animals. So they definitely lean into that. And in that aspect, I did really I did enjoy it. It's like, okay, like this, I can tell like this is made for an audience much younger than me. But there were a few jokes peppered in there that I think that I caught that some other people wouldn't have. So those are very nice and appreciated. So although I would have liked them to hit those other levels, like in the way that the movies like Lego Batman have done, or the just the regular Lego movie, or some of the other animated movies we have seen this year, like Turning Red and Lightyear. While I would have liked them to hit more adult topics that those movies did, this is kind of like a nice thing to have, because it's either this or Minions. That's kind of what the kids get in terms of entertainment geared towards them, and to be honest, I think something like this is a little bit better than the other choice that they get.
I'm bummed I missed out on Minions, to be honest. I mean, it didn't do well by any means, but I like Despicable Me. They're hilarious, and it's all Gru is just, you can't beat Gru. But I will say for my rating, I would give it a 3 out of 5 just because it's all DC stuff. The Justice League was great. Their character design was actually really interesting. A good mix of all kinds of adaptions and like Earth versions. They actually kind of play a joke on the multiverse thing with this, so that was good. The cast was pretty damn great. John
Yeah.
Krasinski as Superman, Dwayne Johnson as Crypto, Kevin Hart as Ace. I felt like was a little miscast. I mean, I love Kevin Hart. I was just like, I don't know if I wanted him for Ace, but
Hmm.
and then Keanu Reeves as Batman was just awesome. And there's a whole slew of other great actors like Kate McKinnon, Jermaine Clement, Daveed Diggs, all kinds of a lot of good additions to this. Um, and the animation was solid, but other than that, just strictly because it's a kids movie, it's just 3 out of 5. I mean, like I said, if it was kind of something for everybody, I think my rating would be a lot higher. But yeah, it's 3 out of 5 for me.
Yeah, in terms of the animation, it is pretty solid. Some of the designs are nice. Although I do feel like it does kind of seem like a little bit on the cheap end. At least compared to, I guess you really can't compare anything to something like Lightyear, which looks almost photoreal in some aspects. But I guess the animation here served the sort of story that they were telling, and yeah, I do agree that the across the board the voice cast was really good. I was kind of let down by Kevin Hart, like you were. I think he did a better job in voice acting as his Secret Life of Pets character, that psychotic rabbit that he plays, and it felt like the energy was toned down on his aspect here. So I would have liked to see a little bit more from him on this one. But hey, I mean, I guess it gave other characters the time to shine. Which Dwayne Johnson, I think he did a pretty fun job. It's nice to see him play, I guess, a different character. Sometimes he sort of falls into the trap of playing himself in a lot of these live action movies, and this gave him a little bit of a way to not do the same thing over and over again. So that was kind of nice seeing him play the sort of Boy Scout character that was traditionally attributed to Superman, but here, of course, it's Crypto that does it. But for me, the two biggest standouts were Kate McKinnon as as the little gerbil Lulu, and Natasha Lyonne as the blind tortoise, she was absolutely fantastic. When I was mentioning the jokes that worked for me, a lot of them came from her, and she was great. So, yeah, so we're getting, I guess the other characters have a moment to shine. Yeah, my biggest disappointments were Kevin Hart and Diego Luna. I was excited to hear him as a little squirrel, but unfortunately they didn't do much with his character. But overall, like we said, fun movie, especially for the kids. I think this would have served itself a little bit better had it been a straight to HBO Max movie. I kind of got that feeling. I don't know what you thought of that, but for me, I think that's where it's going to sort of find its audience. With not so much in the movie theater because it's not working on the multiple levels as we said that other certain animated movies do. Since this one's a little bit more of a straight kids movie, I think HBO Max would have been the perfect spot for this movie. But overall, I did enjoy my time in the movies. 3 out of 5 for me also.
I think it's just because the cast is so stacked. They had to release it in theaters. There's no, I mean,
Hmm.
yes, you're all right. It would definitely be a better like on demand at home, HBO Max kind of streaming movie. But again, this cast is like, it's too damn expensive. They're gonna have to drop it so in the theater.
Hmm.
But yeah, again, it had a lot of cool nods to the comics and stuff. So that's another reason why I'm like, you know what, it's solid.
Very much so.
But other than that, I would say if you guys want just kind of a lighthearted movie to just kind of take your mind off stuff, it's definitely a $5 Tuesday kind of movie, or just wait till it
Hmm.
drops. Especially those with kids. Actually, if you guys have kids, anyone who is watching this is definitely one you may want to take them to because it's enjoyable. It's a fun movie, so I think they'll get a kick out of it too. Um,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
if
I
you
mean,
don't have a
if you got
dog,
kids,
if you don't have pets, maybe don't take them to see it because they're gonna want pets after this. That's all I gotta say.
that would be curious to see if there's an uptick in certain animal rescues, because I knew after like something like Finding Nemo, the goldfish were just going out the door. So that would be cool to see. But yeah, like Rice said, if you got kids and stuff, and obviously there aren't as many kids movies in the theaters that we get, and compared to a lot of other stuff, this is a good one to go check out for sure. This is a good like family fun movie, and yeah, and I think the kids will really enjoy this one for sure.
Absolutely, guys. But let us know if you guys have seen this movie. What you thought of it in the comments. Are you curious about it? If not, you know, just watch it or don't. That's all I can say. But until next time, guys, we got Bullet Train coming up this upcoming week, and the new Predator movie, Prey, which is getting a lot of positive buzz. So keep my fingers crossed. I'll love it. Until then, guys, stay bodacious and keep on ranting for the both of us.
Absolutely, everybody. Be good, be safe, and as always, we will catch y'all on the next one.